Been making some tune-ups to my 83 GL650 Silverwing. Namely, the helmet lock would scrape against the side of the passenger backrest lock box. And what I mean by that, in the lock position, it's down. You need to unlock it. In order to release the rear seat, you have to flip the lock up. And this box sits back here. And what would happen is, as this would come up, it would scrape along. It would scrape along the box, damaging the clear and the paint. So I came up with a fix for this. Here's what it's supposed to look like with all the components. You can see here, there's a pin acting sort of like a cotter pin that holds a rod in there. Now I'll take the rod out. I've already taken the pin off of this side. Just gonna pull the spring off. Whatever. Okay. So the spring is off. The spring's been released from the perch here. So now with that pin out, you can pull the rod out. There it comes. So I didn't do any alteration to the lock and rod. However, what I did do was I took the latching mechanism. There's the side that the rod extends through. You can see the flat edge coincides with the flat opening. On the other side, I took a grinder and I ground down that piece. So inside there's a sleeve that the rod rolls inside of, and this piece of metal here came out farther to extend past the sleeve. And what I did was I just ground the sleeve, I ground the outside metal down to the sleeve. This side I actually went a little bit farther on. I didn't mean to, but take it down to the sleeve, and that allows for side-to-side movement in the helmet lock. So you can see that there. You can see how much it moves. It's not much, but it's really all that you need. So what I'll do is I'll throw the back case back on where it's supposed to go. I'll put this latch back together, and then you can see how much play we've got and how it works in terms of interference with the back box. It had been making contact. So I actually had to grind some more of this off in order to make the clearance, and you can see there's a good amount. However, even still, you have to push this panel in order to get it to clear. And it's very difficult to do with one hand. You just gotta take my word for it that it works. The problem with this is I don't want to take too much material off of this for fear of bastardizing the bike. However, I do want it to be able, I plan on repainting the bike because the paint is no good. You can see it's been damaged. So when I do repaint it, I don't want to, if I have to take the rear seat off, I don't want to have to scuff up my paint job every time. So I've taken off enough material from the inside that I can push this panel in and get it to clear without scraping. However, it's not free right now. It'll still interfere. So it's as good as I want to get it. Maybe in the future I'll grind more off. I don't want to take off too much material. But as of now, it works. It's not a real pain in the butt. and I didn't destroy the bike too much.